position where they were actually saying, no, we're not going to accept this. We had one motion for denial by Ms. Worley early on, and she was shot down. Nobody else supported it. By the end of the day, after they actually heard the evidence, after they heard the public, got the comments, which is what they should do, then they decided that they should deny this motion for a lot of different reasons. We're very excited that we have people who are from across the board, non-DEP folks, who came out here, who heard the public, who got the evidence, got the information, and resoundingly decided that this permit was bad for Florida, bad for Golden Gate Estates, and just bad for overall.
Knowing that you were able to change the minds of 3 of the committee members, how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't want to get too excited yet because this is just a recommendation that they're actually making to the DEP. We know that the DEP can turn around, file it, and not take any action on it at all, or they can do the right, the responsible thing. Look at the areas of concern. I like the fact that they worded the individual items. Many are there. There's many more that are missing for the reasons for the denial. It's not just something that's emotional. There's a lot of facts behind all of this. So I'm excited, but we're still waiting on a lot of things.
So what's the strategy now moving forward?
Well, the strategy is we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to meet with the DEP, the EPA, and everybody else until we make sure that this thing is dead, good, and for all. Because again, this victory today could be a Pyrrhic victory, that we're just moving that boulder up the side of the mountain and it's going to slide back down when the DEP says, we heard what you have to say, but we don't care, we're going to approve it because we've got a mandate to approve every single permit.
But right now the DEP can't do anything because of legal.
Well, no, the DEP, the recommendation on behalf of the committee that just met is not binding. It is just a recommendation. So the DEP can actually take that. They can act on it, or they could go ahead and say, well, no, we heard what you said, but our decision was sound, it was responsible, and we're going to go ahead and continue to approve this permit, regardless of what all the independent experts said on this thing.
Have they given a time frame?
No, they have not, but I'm sure they're going to want to try to act rather quickly. But now, based on the information that they've gotten, they know that the public uproar will get even worse if all of a sudden they hear now that, hey, you shouldn't approve this, and they decide to go ahead and approve it. So you're going to see a lot of momentum if they decide to go ahead and still approve the permit in light of everything that's happened today.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Would you state your name for the citizen journalists out there?
Hi, my name is Joe MULE, M-U-L-E, president of Preserve Our Pardise.
Okay, so, and you've already spoken, you want to step over to the side a little bit? I'm involved with a group of citizen journalists, and we're expanding what we're doing with our media. So this is your opportunity to say anything you want that won't be censored. Go ahead.
That's fine. Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think that we've got an opportunity right now to stop what is destroying America. Oil built America. Oil is destroying America. We're at a position where we can't really do without it. I don't ride a horse. I ride a car. But I'm all in favor of responsible oil drilling. I'm not in favor of irresponsible oil drilling, especially not in my backyard. When you have somebody like Rex Tillerson, who's the CEO of ExxonMobil, that just less than a little over a month ago came out and basically said that he was suing, or he was quoted as suing, another oil company that was drilling in his neighborhood. They were putting up a water tower. So when you have the president and CEO of ExxonMobil saying, I'm against this, I don't want it in my neighborhood, why should I want it in my neighborhood? It's no different whatsoever. I think that there are so many reasons why this is bad for Florida. We are not an industrial economy. We are not an industrial state. We don't want to dot the landscape with everything that will destroy what is truly the fundamental economic foundation of our state, which is tourism and agriculture. Agriculture is going to be destroyed because if the water is poisoned, the agriculture is gone. Tourism is going to be destroyed because if the water is poisoned, the tourists are gone. So we're going to be left with a lot of steel structures throughout the state and nothing else behind but those rusting, hulking monsters. The legacy of we, humanity, have left behind for the future.
So what can citizens do right now, and through your organization, if you could tell people how to contact your organization?
Go to preserveourpardise.org and you will find as much information as you could possibly want on there. We've got all the documents that we've gathered. We've got all the information that we've procured. We found, for example, that on Bear Island, a document that was in the Oculus website of the DEP showed that there was hydrogen sulfide concentrations of 24 to 27%. If we look at that mere number right there, that means that the radius of exposure would be hundreds of people, not 3 people as they've tried to say that, or expose exposed right now. Get the information and donate if you can. We're a poor organization. We've got an attorney. We're fighting this thing. We're needing donations. If the DEP should approve and other wells are coming up, we're going to have to appeal. And so every penny that you could spare really counts. So go ahead and try to help us if you can, because you're helping yourself. The Floridan Aquifer spreads not just through this area, but also extends to Miami-Dade County and as far north as southern Georgia. So this is something that's the water supply for a very large segment of the southern United States.
All right. Well, we did have a victory. We don't want to call it a disapproval, but it's a step forward. It's something.
It's a step in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
I wouldn't even call it a victory yet because it's only a recommendation. As much as I'd like to get excited, I really can't do that.
There's more, and we can stick together with people like you and an event like today where people can show up, say what they have to say, and also be educated. And then plus we're learning what they know and what they don't know.
Exactly.
So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Because we're not getting paid for this. But the payment, the payment comes back to us.
It does.
So thank you.
You're doing a good thing.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.